Welcome to another edition of the Surf Report. Okay, today we're going to discuss an interesting option here. It looks like there are some options here that might be different. The actual overall forecast is not impressive or amazing, but there are some opportunities here if we look carefully enough. I know it's getting towards that off season. It's April. Things are starting to die down, and it's something to really pay attention to is while you're looking for waves. You need to make sure you have the right board here. I would try to, any short boarding might be a little tough during this time, so just really, just keep your eyes out things. Maybe just keep a long board or foamy or something like that, because there might be some surprises. Been analyzing the report. I'll just tell you some details. One thing I do know is the Ogden Point breakwater might have an opportunity this weekend to go off. For beginner surfers, this is actually good. Bring your foamy, especially if you live in Victoria. You can save yourself a lot of gas money and possibly get yourself a novelty too. All right, well, we're going to actually go on. So the highlights that I'm going to show this time, I always show highlights of every other place. I'm just going to show highlights of the times I surfed at Ogden Point, which is actually, if you look at my log, quite a few. So let's go check it out, and I'll go to forecast. Okay, the two things to make Ogden Point breakwater break is you want a low tide, very low tide, and you need a stiff southwest wind going about 15 kilometers an hour or more. You need that, and that was what really kicks off at least a minor swell. I mean, we're talking about minor, we're talking about a 9-foot foamy will go for about 3 to 5 seconds on a wave on there. So it's not really that great. However, I'm going to give the list of times of the low tide. It's all acceptable. It's right in the bullseye for this place to be working. And the wind is blowing from the west, not from the southwest. So it could be a 50-50 draw on this. If it changes to southwest, you're in luck, you're going to score. At least minor waves. I mean, we're not talking about anything knee-high mush, waist-high mush. But hey, if you're driving Victoria, that's basically everything on the coastline. As you look through this report further along, that's basically what you're going to be getting, no matter how far down you go. You might find some bigger waves down the coastline, but it's not looking too good for clean waves. It's looking actually very poor for that. So take what you can get there. Might be an option. Save you a lot of gas money, especially if you live in Victoria or you live in Saanich. Here are the list of the low tide times. Check them out. If you are in Victoria and you don't want to save yourself some gas money, give it a look. I mean, because it ain't looking incredible beyond that. So that's my heads up. Okay, now that we've done Ogden Point, let's go break out the regular forecast here. The regular forecast here is start off with Friday. Friday is the waves are not that powerful. They start from Cold Shoulder Cafe looking west. 50-50 on that. It's going to be mushy. It's going to be a wind. If you live close by and you're just looking to kick a quick swell, I say bring your longer board foamy and just try to make the most of it. Probably by the time you hit further west, there'll be better waves. It's going to be it's not going to be the best forecast, but there are waves out there. I would definitely try to, if you are eating more beyond a beginner, I would probably try to go west of Cold Shoulder Cafe for better waves. I mean, it is experimental. Any place could work or not work. It's there's going to be a west onshore wind, a pretty stiff one, so it could be quite sloppy. But they're waves, and when it comes June, July, August, and when there are no waves, you'll be wanting those crappy waves. So get out while you can, especially if you live close by. There's something there, but it's not going to be incredible. But the start of Friday is probably Cold Shoulder West is where I see. Okay, Saturday, Sunday are basically the same forecast. The only difference is your fact that your low tide Saturday is going to be from 12:31 and Sunday is going to be 1:30 to 2. And this is important to keep note. So anytime midday is probably not good surfing at some of the normal spots. Really keep in mind that it's going to be super low tide when you're going out. And the wind is also going to play a role. You got a stiff west wind. It's not going to be ideal conditions. And some of the more popular spots do not do well in low tide situations. So keep that in mind with the forecast. It's going to be French Beach West. If you do go to French Beach, just know there's going to be a little power on it. It's going to be a stiff west wind towards. So I know very few people surf there. However, it is going to be low enough tide that it might be desirable for some people to do some quick, standing. You're not going to be able to do any tricks on it, but you might want to do a practice straight to shore and be away from the crowd if there is a crowd. Again, they're waves. There are waves out there. It's not. You got to really, really stay tuned and stay to the grid and the forecast. Also, I really encourage you to comment down below. If you see, oh, guess what? I know a spot that's going to work, or I know a spot that you're recommending that's not going to work, please say it. Example is I've been recommending Sandcut Beach and recently on low tide. Well, low tide, as long as it doesn't have high power, and a high power low tide, it can be absolutely brutal on people. It breaks out as a hard closeout, which is not bad if it's a low to moderate power, but a high power wave at Sandcut can do some serious damage. I found that out yesterday. That vlog will be coming up pretty soon. It was still nice. I caught waves, so it wasn't like a total wash, and the waterfall's always beautiful. But it's just something to see. If you do see something like that, just tell me. But yeah, it's always the same thing. Just keep in mind where the low tide is. That makes a big difference. Otherwise, you're going to get really skunked because there's not many places that work on low tide. And some of the places, I said French Beach does, Sandcut does. If the power is low, power's going to be mid about 500, 600. If it goes any higher than that, then don't go to those beaches because that's just a nasty break, a nasty closeout at both French Beach and at Sandcut. But if it's below 600, it's actually can be a lot of fun for beginners to surf on it. I've had a lot of fun at both Sandcut and French Beach. But on that point, I hope you enjoyed the vlog. I look forward to seeing some of your comments, like where are you going, what's going on, and where your interest is. Will I be out? I'm not too sure. It's not a game-winning forecast, but then again, it is April and we're getting towards summertime. So anytime the powers go over 100 in summer, that's great. So I probably will be out there. I need to get some practice on it. Not ideal conditions. For those who do actually chase the novelty and get an Ogden Point, write a quote on it. Did it work? Did it not? Was the forecast wrong? Please, the more comments you make, the more we can get more information going on here and the better it is. I've had a lot of luck at Ogden Point. Southwest wind above 15K and low tide below 1.0 level. It's going to be both. Let's hope it works. I'd like to see what the results are from you guys. Again, definitely longboard foamy. It's going to be crap, but it's better than nothing, especially if you're learning. Alrighty, take care. I hope you enjoy the vlog. I hope you get outside. Whatever you do, enjoy it. Make the most of it. Have fun. And I'll see you next time.